Alright guys, James and Justin here, your favorite spiritual analysts on all things culturally relevant. We're looking at the latest trailer today for Grand Theft Auto 6.
The franchise that just won't quit.
It's gonna be here really soon in 2025.
Oh,
It's a little bit of ways away. And you know what? We are a spiritual channel, but we like to study these cultural relevant things and look at them. Pull out whatever we can find, any golden gems that are within. So we're going to look at this trailer first, and then we're going to make a comment and review on it.
I'm actually pretty excited for it.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Holy crap, look at those graphics. That's amazing.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She tried to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold. But love is a long
Massive. What?
Well, look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust.
Wow, there's actually so much to talk about with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
In
just
a
interesting.
minute. It's only a minute and 30 seconds.
Well,
but
I
yeah.
just want to get the stupid stuff out of the way, okay?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the way they were depicting the chicks in that are like so ridiculously voluptuous, which is obviously like the style nowadays. I don't know
Yeah.
how you without surgery you just make your hips and butt bigger, but they're cartoonishly big.
Yeah.
Which is just funny because back in the 90s you would like get made fun of for having a big butt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be like, "Oh, her butt's so big." Like, remember that?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
And then what's the other thing? It looks almost real, and it begs the question: like, is there not a way you could just like? It's getting so close to real that
Yeah.
would it be cheaper to just have real footage?
Yeah, maybe. Like, we'll see. Like, the graphics have come so far. These games look amazing. There's so much. This game, I think, has been in the works for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And it is, like, it will bring in the most amount of money out of any entertainment, bar none. Like, it will...
What's the age demographic for this? Because obviously, there's
I'm
a
sure
good
it's going to have like
portion of it.
18 plus on it, but there are obviously kids are going to get their hands on this, which, you know, brings us into another realm of like, what is it about this game here in particular that, just grabs everyone's attention and makes everyone want to play it? What is it about Grand Theft Auto over all the other games that has made it like the number one game of all time?
It's probably got the best like world exploring. Like they've always been at the cutting edge of open world concept. You can go out and feel
Yeah.
like you're, and for a young guy, like that's what I'm saying. Like there's got to be a big part of this that is appealing to like a, there's people that grew up with it. We grew up with it.
Yeah.
So it obviously appeals to our age demographic, but imagine being sort of on the younger side and being like wanting to go visit the city or wanting to go be around a bunch of colorful people and do all kinds of adult
Or be a
stuff.
hillbilly and get out of the city and go like, because it's
You can
got
do
everything.
anything.
It's got
Yeah,
everything.
it's true. Yeah.
Whether it's on water in the mountains, in the snow, rain, hot. Although this one looked like it said Vice on it, so maybe this is a return to that like the Vice City
It looked
days,
like that, yeah. But
kinda
more
like that.
modern though.
Yeah.
Last Vice was what, the 80s? Or...
Yeah, something like that, which was a good game.
Yeah.
But like Rockstar, like the Grand Theft Auto series has always kind of like attracted. I know, like in the United States, the evangelical crowd have had not a lot of good things to say about it because it's got a lot of controversial things.
Trailer is a girl twerking on a moving vehicle.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy
And all the drugs and violence.
Yes,
Yeah.
the violent, crazy amounts of violence.
Actually, I don't
and
know.
stuff
They
like
didn't
that.
really show any drug stuff.
Not in the trailer, but when any Grand Theft Auto you've ever played has violence in it, and you can do like pretty much anything.
Right.
So you can run around with guns and shoot people.
Right.
And people used to think like, are these games making people bad people? Are they making people go around? And I noticed like there were groups that would say like, yeah, these games are making children more violent. They're making them, worse off by playing these games. And then I think there were other studies that were done later on where they found out that these games actually made people not so inclined to do those things because they could like do that stuff within the game.
Well, it's probably both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. It's like, okay, we found that for every 500 people it gets their bloodthirst out, there's one person that goes and acts out a violent crime.
Yeah.
And you can even imagine like the logic behind someone's like, well, even one is bad. It's like, but you're forgetting about the 500 that it satiated their bloodlust.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to get rid of the bloodlust. What, are we going to get rid of violent movies? We're going to get rid of anything where you can digitally watch or see or engage in something like that?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's kind of like pretty connected to our DNA.
Yeah.
But think about it for a second. People are more apt to be up in arms about something causing one instance of... And I can understand that. Because what if it happened to you? What happened to the person that was violent towards someone you cared about? They were playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto. You would be like, well, I don't know about that then.
Well, the last one had like things you could like go meditate in the last one. Like you can pick to do good things. You can like go to yoga class, go golfing and do things. But we choose. Isn't it amazing?
Oh, yeah.
You have a world given to you. What do you choose?
Sick. Even I got to admit, anytime I played the last Grand Theft Auto, like my kids would walk in and be like, what are you doing, Daddy? I'd be like, just shooting up on, the street.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. It's, but maybe games like this are actually helping us evolve in some way and become maybe more conscious and more aware. The more we play it, maybe we'll move past this. We'll evolve past like what comes after Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
What's like once everyone gets it all out of their system within the video game, maybe there's a new world that people enter into.
It's possible. I actually think it is possible that simulating something bad to supplant actually going out and acting it out, it begs to reason that would actually help in some way, and that there's something very silverback gorilla violent about us that like is hard to separate from us, and maybe it would lead to that. But thus far, all I've found is since childhood, it's like, hey, want to play on the same team? Quickly, people will be like, this is lame. I hate being on the same team as you. I want to fight you and compete with you. And anytime there is an opportunity, like, what's the goal of this game? Like, well, there's no enemies. It's just an open world exploring, and you just develop yourself. It's for some reason it doesn't appeal to most people.
Yeah.
And so what's with that?
Well, the game has evolved over the years. Like the last one, there was this whole online world where like you could like make gangs and get money and all. So it's like I have never even played the online world. I don't even know what I did like the storyline of the last one, but like the online world is huge. It's still people are still playing it for 10 years, man. It's still going. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what comes in this one because Rockstar is really good at staying on like what's trending, what's really popular, and what do people have their minds and their hearts on. And
it's true.
You kind of get to see where we're all at a little bit through these games, where humanity, or maybe the United States, like because it is very Western. You'd probably get a much different game if it was like Grand Theft, I don't know, Bangladesh.
But
or
here's
something.
the disclaimer, okay? It is again. I had to stop playing my last one. My wife didn't like that you could hear, and she was right. It was too loud and violent, and I couldn't play it. Got little kids running around. But here's the thing I think that is good to remember. If you're gonna go enjoy yourself playing and all this stuff, remember it is a game, and that it doesn't translate. Sometimes you find people that are just so abrasive and rude, like aggressive. Like, how much Grand Theft Auto are you playing, man? Like, why is your whole identity aggression?
Yeah, media definitely, like the entertainment that we absorb definitely has a way of shaping culture.
Some more than others. Like some people be like, what are you talking about? I can watch anything and not be affected. There are those of us that watch Indiana Jones and want to go buy a bullwhip that afternoon and a fedora. So if you're that type of person, don't let that happen to you. Don't be that affected by it.
Well, anyway, I guess we'll end it on that note, guys. If you liked our reaction, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone, till next time,
Stay spiritual.